Dear students, good morning one and all. Today we are going to discuss the optimization of basic blocks. Already we have discussed many topics for optimization that are principal source of optimization, beep call optimization, and how to construct the DAG for optimization. Now we are going to discuss one more topic, the optimization of basic blocks. And already we have discussed about the basic block. Basic block is a sequence of statements that has only one entry and one exit without any halting and branching statements. So and also basic block is a only localized view, not a global view. So we are going to discuss only very simple kind of optimization here. Mainly the basic block optimization consists of only two important type. One is a structure preserving transformation, another one is a algebraic transformation. So in this topic we are going to discuss these two important topic, that is structure preserving transformation and algebraic transformation. Structure preserving classification consists of these four topics: how to eliminate the common sub expression and dead code, and also we can rename the temporary variables to optimize, and last one is the interchange of the independent adjacent statements to eliminate one statement and move the last statement into the previous one to make our program as a efficient one. So this kind of operation we are going to discuss in a structure preserving transformation, and in the second transformation is called as algebraic transformation. In this method we are going to discuss how to reduce the strength of the strength. That means multiplication can be replaced by the addition operation to make our process as a faster one. Structure preserving transformation. Many of the structure preserving transformation can be implemented by constructing DAG. DAG is a very important topic to perform the structure preserving transformation, because consider the example. A equal to B plus C. For this example, we can first construct the node B. Before that, we should check the B node is available or not. If it is not available, draw the B node. The same procedure for a C node, and also plus is a root node, and attach the plus with B and C to create a node is called as A. So name of this tree is called as A. The A is equal to B plus and C. So in this example, suppose the B or C or B plus C is already present, no need to construct again. So use the previously available nodes to create our program as an efficient one. This is a optimization technique performed by using the DAG for any node. That's why most of the structure preserving transformation can be implemented by constructing the DAG operation. Next we are going to discuss how to eliminate the common sub expressions. Once again we are going to use the same operation. X equal to A plus B, Y equal to C plus D, A plus B. The same right side expression is the same expression, but left side is a different variable x and y. First, as per the DAG construction, first we are going to construct the A node in the first expression, that is first statement. Before that, we should check the A node is available or not. This is the first statement, so we construct the A node because that A node is not previously constructed. So same procedure for B and operator plus. Now the node is created, the name is X because A plus B name is X, that is constructed. Now come to the Y equal to A plus B. Check whether the A is already present or not. It is present. B is also present. Operator star is also present. So A plus B, already the A plus B name of the A plus B is X. So use the same name for a Y, comma Y. The same tree, the tree is used for two variables x and y, because x and y has same values. So this kind of expression is called as common sub expression, because a plus b is already calculated. In between the x and y statements, the value of a and b is not changed. So this kind of operation is called as common sub-expression that can be easily identified and eliminated by using the TAG constructions. So for that, TAG is used to eliminate the common sub-expression. Next we are going to discuss one more example. A equal to b plus c, and there are 4 number of statements. D equal to a minus d. In this example, we are going to construct first a node. This is a first statement, no need to check previously. So first construct the b node in the expression, first expression, and construct the c node. The operator is a plus operator, and construct. Name is a. Now the b is constructed and c is constructed. Name is a. Once again, come to the second expression. Already a is there. A minus d. A is already constructed. That is b plus c. And operator is a minus operator. A is connected, and one more node is called as a d node. The name is called as b. A minus d is loaded into the b. But come to, already we have constructed the b node. Now we have a new node called as b. So the previous node is replaced by the b naught. B naught indicates hereafter don't use this value. We are going to use the newly available value, that is here. So here the not indication means that is a dead code. Hereafter don't use that code. So we are going to use the newly available node, that is here. Same we are going to use for a third statement, b plus c. Already b is there, c is there. C is here, and operator is a plus operator. The left side value is b and right side value is c. Now the name is called as c. If it is c means already the value c is here. So attach c naught here, c naught. Now we are hereafter we are going to use a value from here, that is here, not from here. So same method for a last one, a minus d. Check whether the a is present or not. A is here, a is already there, and d is already there. The new value of a is here and d is here. New value of a is here and d is here. The operator of a minus d, a and d is a minus operator. So already the same variable and operator is constructed. So the name of the minus operator is already b. Now b comma d is a new variable. Now we have constructed the DAG for all the nodes. Now b naught is a dead node and c naught is dead node here, because that is constructed newly in the other statements. But come to this b minus d. B minus d is has the same value, that is a minus d and a minus d. Hereafter we can use any one of the variable, either d or b. Maybe we can use a variable d, not b, because the d is calculated recently. So delete the variable b and use the variable d hereafter. So consider the same diagram is here. First you should construct the b plus c, that is b and c. The operator is plus operator. After that a minus c is constructed. The newly constructed node is called as a. The a minus c is constructed here. The name of the node is b. Same kind of operation we are going to perform up to the last. In this place b and d has a same value, that is a minus d and a minus d. After constructing this DAG, we can eliminate the one of the statement in the given above, that is a equal to b plus c, no change. But b and d has the same name, so you are going to use only recently constructed variable, that is d. So wherever the b is present, that is replaced by the d, that is b equal to a minus d means b equal, second statement is b equal to a minus d. We eliminate we are going to replace the b by the d wherever it is present. That is, b equal to a minus d is replaced by d equal to a minus d, and come to c equal to b plus c. Here c equal to the right side expression b, that is replaced by the d plus d, and last one is a d equal to a minus d, that is already constructed, so no need to construct again. So this kind of optimization can be performed by using the TAG constructions. So this is called as a common sub expression. Here b equal to a minus d and d equal to a minus d is a common sub expression. Hereafter we can use only recently constructed variable, not previously. Okay. In the above expression, the second and fourth expression is the same expression. That's why we are going to eliminate one of the expression from the given program. Next we are going to discuss one more example. Here how we are going to construct the DAG and check whether there is a common sub expression available or not. If it is not available, we are going to use the same kind of statements for a next phase. Listen, this example also a equal to b plus c and e equal to b plus c, but between the a to e there is some calculation. That is, a equal to b plus of c means when we are going to use when we are identify b plus c as a common sub expression, means the value of the variable present in the common sub expression never changed between the replaceable statement. Now come to the first statement, a equal to b plus c. There are two variables used in the first expression, that is b plus c. The last expression also used for b plus c, but this b plus c is not a common sub expression because in between the a to e there is a value b. The value of b is changed in the second statement. Once the value of the variables used in the common sub expression is changed, that expression is not considered as a common expressions. So, and also the value of c is also changed. So even any one of the value changed during the replacement, this is never considered as a common expression. So we are going to create a node for each and every node should be drawn separately. For example, first we are going to start with the b and c. The operator is a plus operator. B, C, operator is a plus operator. Next, B equal to, second statement is B equal to B minus D. Already B is here. The operator is a, minus operator. First statement. Second, b minus d. Second statement is a b minus d. So operator is a minus. Before we are going to construct, each and every node should be verified whether it is present or not. So operator is a minus, and left side variable for a minus is b, already constructed. So use the same node, and right side is a d. D node is, there is no d node previously, so construct the d node, newly construct the d node. So now we are construct the second statements. For a first statement, b plus c, the name is a, and check whether the a is already present or not. If it is present, the previous value is a naught. The new value is, hereafter we are going to use a new value. So first b plus c is a a. Second, b minus d is called as b, and check whether the variable already present or not. If it is present, change the value. So this is a newly arrived value for b. So previous value is considered as a b naught. Hereafter don't use this value. So this is a newly arrived value. And next one, c equal to c plus d. Already C is there and C is here and D is here. That is a new value, not changed. So operation is a plus operator. C and D is constructed. Now we are going to discuss one thing. Next one is E equal to B plus C. If B and C is here means without changing any values, this A can be replaced by E. But the B value is changed here. Once changed means don't use the previous value. So B is here, the operator is a plus operator and this is a C, newly constructed. C plus D is a C value. Here also C value is changed to C naught in the previous value. So don't use the B naught and C naught hereafter. Use the newly arrived value. The operator is a plus operator and left side B and right side C and value is E. So A is a new node, B is a new node and C is a new node and D is a new node and E is a new node. But B and C is replaced by the new node B and C. B naught and C naught is replaced by the B and C. So in this statement there is no common sub-expression. Each and every node is constructed separately because there is no common sub-expression. Even B plus C is a, whenever we are looking this expression, B plus C is a common expression, but in between the A to E, the value of B and C is value of B or C, or otherwise both the values are changed. So if it is changed, don't use, that is, don't consider this as a common sub-expression. So this is a constructed tree, already we discussed. Next we are going to discuss one more important optimization technique is called as algebraic identities. That is, sometimes we are doing some unnecessary works. We are creating the expression, but without that expression the variable has the same value. So that kind of identity is called as algebraic identities. For example, x, in this example, x plus 0 equal to x, because x plus 0 means that produces a x value. This expression has no meaning. Same, 0 plus x equal to x. So don't waste your time to perform this kind of operation. Without this expression, the value of x is remain unchanged. So don't give much time to work this kind of operations unnecessarily in your program. Second one, same kind, x minus 0 also equal to x. X star x is multiplied by with 1 equal to 1 into 1 star x also has the same value of x, and also x by 1, that is equal to x. Sometimes we are performing this operation, x equal to b minus c. Whenever looking this expression is like a expression, you should divide the x value by the value of the b minus c. But in your program, suppose you have a value before this expression, value of b equal to 4, value of c equal to 3. So previously we have defined the value b and c as 4 and 3. When we are going to evaluate this expression, x may be anything, any value. So b values are seen and c values are seen. That is 4 minus 3. What is the value? X by 1. That equal to x. Sometimes we are mistakenly we are doing this kind of operation. So this that should be eliminated by the DAG construction, otherwise optimization technique. So this is called as algebraic identities. Next we are going to discuss one of the other kind of optimization technique, reduction in strength and constant folding. Reduction in strength means we are going to replace the costlier expression by the cheaper one. That means multiplication is replaced by the addition, division operation is replaced by either multiplication or otherwise subtraction operations. Power operation can be replaced by the multiplication operation. Once again, multiplication can be replaced by the addition. So this kind of optimization is called as reduction in strength. For example, x power 2 x power 2 equal to x into x. Both are same meaning, but multiplication takes very less time compared to the power operation. Same thing, 2 star x, that is equal to x plus x. Here both are same meaning. Addition takes very less time compared to the multiplication operation. So this kind of costlier instruction can be replaced by the cheaper one. And once again come to this operation. This is a division operation. X by 2 equal to x into 0.5. That means we are going to replace the division operation by the multiplication operation with the same meaning, but compared to multiplication operation, the division takes much time. That's why we are going to replace division by the multiplication by the addition. So this kind of operation can optimize your program as much as possible. And next we are going to discuss the constant folding. Constant folding means we are going to replace the value by the constant expressions, like x equal to 10 plus 5. In the compile time also we know the value x equal to 15. Everyone knows. So compiler can easily calculate this value in the compile time, not in the runtime. So whenever your program is executed, already your value is x equal to 15 is calculated by the compiler. This calculation time is reduced at runtime. So this kind of optimization is called as constant folding. That is, evaluate constant expression at compile time and replace the constant expression by their values. So this is a simple, so far we are discussing very simple kind of optimization, because we are discussing optimizations for a basic block, not for a other kind of optimization. So next we are going to discuss, already we discussed 2 into 3.14 can be replaced by 6.28. That is a constant folding method. Next we are going to discuss some of the we have some mathematical calculation in the modern algebra, that is cumulative law, associative law. This kind of law also used for optimization process. When we are going to consider cumulative and associative law, this is very much helpful to perform optimization even in your basic block. For example, so these two techniques are very much useful to perform optimization. Consider this example, x into y equal to y into x. The both expression returns the same value. Like that, x plus y equal to y plus x. Both are same meaning. But x minus y equal to y minus x is not a same. Same like that, x by y not equal to y by x. But addition and multiplication, whenever we are changing the left and right operand in the multiplication and addition, it has the same value. But in the subtraction and division has produced the different values. So this is also, whenever we are going to draw the tree for a star x and y, whenever we are going to draw the node for x and y, the operator is a star. Now when we are going to perform the operation for a y and x, in this expression the operator is a star. First check the operator for optimization. The operator is a equal, and check normally the x star y means the left side is x, right side operand is a y. But in our example, y and x, and compile knows that star and plus is a cumulative operators that can perform cumulative, that can applicable for a cumulative law. That's why whenever the star is present, compiler check the alternative nodes, that is left may be in the right side, right may be in the left side. So here the x and y are left and right operands, but in this example y and x are left and right operand, but operator is same. If it is the operator is a operator that follows a cumulative law, means this both the trees are equal, like a equal to x plus y, b equal to x plus y. y plus x. In this example, suppose a equal to x plus y, b equal to x plus y means that is a common expression already we discussed in the previous slide. Now x equal to a equal to x plus y, b equal to y plus x. But both the expression produce the same result, but the operand are in a different place. So when we are going to draw the x, y and plus operator, the operator name is x, a. The node name is tree name is a. Whenever you are going to draw the b equal to y plus x means the operator is a plus, that is validated, and check whether the left side node is x and right side node is y. And also compile a check, because plus is a cumulative operator. Left side may be a y and right side may be a x is present, means the both this tree is common to the variable b. That's why we are going to assign a comma b, because a and b has a same value, even the operand place may be different, but result should be the same. So cumulative and associative law also helpful to perform the optimization technique. And relation operators. Relational operators also used to make a code in an optimized manner. Whenever we are going to perform x minus y, instead of you are using x minus y, that can be easily calculated by the x greater than y. In this example, when we are using the if statement for a x minus y, that returns, if x value is greater than mean, that returns positive value, otherwise it returns negative value. Same kind of result is written by the x greater than y. If it is correct, it's give the positive, otherwise it returns the negative value. So arithmetic instead of using arithmetic operator, relation operator also useful for create an optimized program. Now we are going to discuss one more example. A equal to b plus c and e equal to c plus d plus b. For this statements, we are going to construct this kind of 3 address codes. A equal to b plus c already in the 3 address code format, and perform this operation in the next c plus d. C plus is loaded into t. T is a temporary name, and t is added with the b to produce a variable d. This is consider this is optimized code. So now we are going to one more optimization we can perform. Now consider first statement is a right side expression of the first statement is a b plus c, and consider the second statement, the b plus c is here, but the operand is placed in the different places. So b plus c is already calculated, that is stored into a. So you can use b in this example, b plus c can be replaced by the a. So a can be added with d to produce the d values. Now come to here, a equal to b plus c, a equal to b plus c. There is no change in the first statement. In the second statement, b plus c is there, that is in the form of c plus d. D c in the first place and b in the last place. So that can be replaced by the a. And one more operand present here is a d. So a plus d tends to e. So this 3 line of code once again optimized by the 2 lines of code. So this can be achieved by using the associative or otherwise cumulative law. So this is a example we discussed how we can optimize our program. So in this class we have discussed the only how we can optimize the basic blocks. The basic blocks can be optimized by structured preserving transformation, that is by common sub-expression elimination, dead code elimination, and interchange of the temporary names. So this kind of optimization can be performed in the structured preserving optimization, and also we can optimize our code by the algebraic identities, that is reduction instant constant folding. And also for optimization, cumulative and associative law is useful to optimize our programs. Okay, thank you students. If you have any doubts, call me and or otherwise message me. Thank you.